Hello dear students, welcome to my class. We are studying about the immunity, the overall ability of the host to fight the disease causing organisms. It is called as the immune system. It is called as the immunity, the capacity of the host to fight of the disease causing microorganisms. It is called as immunity. In previous videos, we have studied about the two types of immunity: innate immunity, the immunity that is present at the time of birth, as well as the acquired immunity, the immunity which is acquired by the injections. Now let us discuss about the active immunity and the passive immunity. The active immunity is also classified into natural and artificial, even passive immunity also into natural and artificial. When a host is exposed to antigens, which may be in the form of living or dead microbes or other proteins, the antibodies are produced in the host body. This type of immunity is called as the active immunity. See, the active immunity involves the direct response to a foreign antigen within the body. In the case of the acquired or adaptive immune system, the body remembers the pathogens it has encountered in the past. This is the direct result of the active immune system. Active immunity occurs when we are in contact with the pathogen or its antigen. What is antigen? Antigen means the antibody generator. It is with the help of antigens released by pathogens that our body tackles the pathogen. The antigens play a very important role to fight off the pathogens. So what our body does is it starts producing antibodies to attack the pathogen based on its antigen. When this happens for the first time, it is called as a primary response. Once our body gets attacked by the pathogen, our body starts to produce antibodies. Once a body experiences a pathogen for the first time, it keeps a few of the antibodies that attack the pathogen just in case it attacks for the second time. This is known as the natural active immunity. Next type is passive immunity. Passive immunity involves the immune response by the antibodies attained from outside of the body. The primary response by the body to a pathogen it encounters for the first time is rather feeble. So, first encounter is always a little harsh on the body. When we have an infection for the first time, then it's little harsh on the body because body is not aware about that infection. So what if we could immunize everyone without the need for them ever getting sick? Biotechnology has grown tremendously in the last decade or two. Now we are capable of manufacturing antibodies for diseases. These ready-made antibodies they protect the body even if the body hasn't yet experienced a primary response. While active immunity may protect us from diseases for a lifetime, the passive immunity is the short-term type of the immunity. The passive immunity develops immediately and our body could begin its attack on the pathogen right away. The two types of passive immunity are natural passive immunity and artificial passive immunity. Here is a comparison between the active and passive immunity. Active immunity is produced by the host's immune system while passive immunity is received passively through the vaccines. There is no active host participation. Active immunity is induced by infection or by immunogen. It is ready-made. It is transferred to the body. Active immunity has durable, effective protection. The passive immunity is less effective. Here, immunity effect is effective only after long period. The passive immunity provides us immediate effect. It gives us immediate immunity. In case of active immunity, the immunological memory is present. So next time there is infection, body can fight against that infection. In case of passive immunity, there is no memory. The active immunity is booster effective, while passive immunity is not effective. The active immunity is not applicable in the immunodeficients, while passive immunity is applicable in case of the immunodeficients. Next is vaccination and immunization. We can achieve the active immunity by vaccination. You are aware about the vaccination program in our country. The principle of immunization or vaccination is based on the property of memory of the immune system. In vaccination, a preparation of antigenic proteins of pathogen or inactivated or weakened pathogens are introduced into the body through a vaccine. Various types of vaccines are available. Oral vaccines, for example, polio disease, it is having preventive oral vaccines. Nasal vaccines are also available. Some vaccines are in the form of injections. So the active immunity is provided by the vaccination. What is vaccine? Vaccine is made up of the antigens of the pathogen that cause the disease. For example, the smallpox vaccine. It contains the antigens of the pathogen causing smallpox disease. When a person is vaccinated with the smallpox vaccine, the antibody producing cells, these are stimulated, that produce smallpox antibodies. So the body is protected against the disease occurring in future. Once we get the vaccine, then the body is protected against the disease occurring in the future. Vaccinating pathogenic microbes into our body, it deliberately produces a similar response. So it is termed as artificially acquired immunity. Immunization is a process providing resistance to the pathogenic microbes and other infectious diseases by the administration of a vaccine into the body. By immunization, it stimulates the body's immune system to protect against the subsequent infection or disease. See, what is immunization? It is a process providing resistance to pathogenic microbes. In simple language, we can say it helps to make our immune system very strong. The immunization process stimulates the body's immune system to protect against the infections or the disease. Active immunity and the passive immunity are the two types of adaptive immunity. A prominent difference between active and passive immunity is that active immunity is developed due to the production of antibodies in one's own body. Passive immunity is developed by antibodies that are produced outside and then these are introduced into the body. Next video we will discuss about the allergies and autoimmunity. Thank you.